Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yetunde Adeyemi. I have over 5 years experience as a commercial flight attendant. I'm currently a VIP flight attendant. So today we are going to be talking about terminologies that you hear people talk about. You hear some cabin crew tell you that they've recently been furloughed. You hear another terminology, have recently been made redundant, and you also hear of companies asking their cabin crews and pilots to take unpaid leave. And if you are there and you're wondering what this means, I'm going to tell you what it means so that when you get your cabin crew job and you are going through your employment letter, you would understand what all these things mean in case of difficult times like this, when the companies are struggling to be able to keep up with the salaries and benefits they have promised in the employment letters of their staffs. So stay tuned and watch. Okay, let me start with, when you hear a cabin crew tell you that I have been furloughed. Furloughed means the company is unable at that point in time to pay you and keep up with the benefits and the salaries that they have promised you. However, even though you are furloughed, you still have employee rights. You are still an employee of the company, and depending on the country that you are in, the government is entitled to pay you a certain percentage out of the salaries that the airlines promised to pay you. Now this furlough is very it's more popular in the European and the American region. And this is because, if you notice, the American and the European side of aviation, they have unions that fight for them. They have unions, and their unions are very strong. When you hear cabin crews tell you that they have been made redundant, redundancy is also the fact that the company is unable to keep up with the salaries and benefits they have given to you. However, the difference between redundancy and furlough is that you do not have an employee right. The highest the companies do is pay you a redundant payment, give you a redundant payment. And what they do to appreciate the years that you have spent with them is, when they go back to how they were, or when operations become better, normal, you will be the first set of people that will be considered in an assessment or an open day. So with redundancy, you do not have any employment rights, and this is very common in the Middle East airlines. They do not have unions. It is not allowed. So that is why when you are reading your employment letter, you need to take your time to understand each and every word of what is written in the employment letter. I also want to say that redundancy and being laid off is close to each other. Being laid off also is not tied to you. It's tied to the company. It's the company that is asking you to go because the company is going through a difficult phase at this time, especially now that it's COVID-19. Most airlines are going through a very difficult time. So this is what these certain words mean. So when you hear the word "I've been furloughed," "I've been made redundant," or "laid off," you understand what it actually means. And when you get your employment letter, and I know you will at some point, when you see the part where they write redundant pay, you would understand what it means. As usual, my name is Yetunde Adeyemi. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I always bring out videos once or twice a week. Stay blessed.